nah, don't try it. You can't feed me lies, won't buy it. Question everything, told them, nah, don't try it. Yeah, but you're moving like some sidekick. But you're moving like some waste man. Tryna impress me, won't like it. Be yourself, man, please don't try it. Really, why do they always? Nah, don't try it. You can't feed me lies, won't buy it. Question everything, told them, nah, don't try it. Yeah, but you're moving like some sidekick. But you're moving like some waste man. Tryna impress me, won't like it. Be yourself, man, please don't try it. Really, why do they always? Yeah, you know I'm back like black tracksuit with a black top cap. People love to try, people love to lie. People forget, stop, remember that. We done them good, you remember that. We needed someone, here's the facts. But people love to try, people love to lie. Yeah, this is London, mind the gap. Living life just multitasking. Smile like a horror movie, I'm laughing. Motivated and focused, crafting. Dash something in a break, all your eggs in a basket. Can't handle it, why you asking? Can't handle it, why you asking? Can't handle it, why you asking? Please don't try it. Nah, don't try it. You can't feed me lies, won't buy it. Question everything, told them, nah, don't try it. Yeah, but you're moving like some sidekick. But you're moving like some waste man. Tryna impress me, won't like it. Be yourself, man, please don't try it. Really, why do they always? Nah, don't try it. You can't feed me lies, won't buy it. Question everything, told them, nah, don't try it. Yeah, but you're moving like some sidekick. But you're moving like some waste man. Tryna impress me, won't like it. Be yourself, man, please don't try it. Really, why do they always? Yeah, you know I'm right. Vibes are here when I am outside. Born for the flows to keep the flows tight. Tell me why they love to lie. Soul is dark but the mind is bright. Nocturnal, we live for the night. You wanna try but yeah, not quite. Monster with the bars, yeah, I might bite. If I have to, I tighten up the mic. See me, I don't do it for the likes. Keep it Air Max, yeah, like my knives. Ooh, I like to plan before I strike. But what do they know? Frequency's high, it never gets low. But yeah, what do they know? You're dripping in drama from head to toe. Nah, don't try it. You can't feed me lies, won't buy it. Question everything, told them, nah, don't try it. Yeah, but you're moving like some sidekick. But you're moving like some waste man. Tryna impress me, won't like it. Be yourself, man, please don't try it. Really, why do they always? Nah, don't try it. You can't feed me lies, won't buy it. Question everything, told them, nah, don't try it. Yeah, but you're moving like some sidekick. But you're moving like some waste man. Tryna impress me, won't like it. Be yourself, man, please don't try it. Really, why do they always?
Hello everyone, happy Thursday. Hope you're all doing well. Please hit that thumbs up button and subscribe, please. I did manage to move successfully today, and I have to say I am loving my new place. I'm absolutely loving it. I've got great views and 2 personal security guards come with this new place. Honestly, I wish I'd found this place first, because the last place I feel like I overpaid for it. This place was only £366 for the whole month, and it's in a really nice location in Istanbul, by the way. So just to give you like an idea of what you can get for a pretty good price if you shop around. Sometimes on Airbnb, I feel like listings that don't always look the best sometimes end up being hidden gems, just because some people don't know how to sell their place. So yeah, if you're looking for a cheap summer destination, Turkey is definitely a good spot. Right, that is what I have been up to. Let's see what you're doing in the chat. Oh, and oh gosh, no, before I get to it, I was looking for a taxi today. Oh gosh, how did I miss the drama, the best part of the day? I spent an hour looking for a taxi, guys and dolls. An hour. There was a serious problem with taxis in Istanbul because they don't like taking short rides, because they'd rather take long rides and charge more. So yeah, that's what I spent an hour doing today, just trying to get a taxi to get me to my next place. Anyway, Kat, everywhere you've been, light side. Yeah, yeah, Georgia had cats everywhere, but Georgia's more known for its dogs. Istanbul is known for its cats. I think it's something to do with the Ottoman Empire, and yeah, I need to research a little bit more into it. But also, I think cats are considered a clean animal in Islam. It's like a majority Muslim country, so that's probably another reason why. And you literally see like cat houses outside of mini cat houses outside of people's house, and then also like cat sanctuaries in the park. So yeah, the cats are very well taken care of here. Yeah, they're adorable. It's really dilly. I'm so glad that I actually found a place with cats. Okay, let's get on with it, shall we? Sussex birthday season fundraiser. Now I don't know what it's at now, but this is what it was at yesterday. So Sussex community decided to pick Centre Barley. I think that's a good choice because obviously Harry's going to play polo in Singapore with Nacho. But just so you know, if you want to donate to any other charity on behalf of Harry and Meghan for this Sussex birthday season, please do that. Make sure that if you are donating on behalf of Harry and Meghan, please do put Sussex Squad. And yeah, shout out any other charities that you are donating to. You know, you don't have to just donate to the ones organized by squad accounts. Service is universal, as Harry and Meghan always say. And however you want to give, you give, but definitely shout out about it so everyone can see and know the great things that the Sussex Squad do. So yeah, so a fundraiser for Sussex Squad birthday season is Centre Barley, and yes, it is Meghan's birthday tomorrow. We have obviously seen them yesterday in the video for this doing with young people promoting safety online. So I don't know if we'll see Meghan tomorrow. We saw her for the 40 times 40, and then I feel like she hasn't really done a birthday thing since. So we'll see. But then we know how, not that I think that Harry and Meghan care anymore what the British tabloids do or say, but we all remember just how crazy the tabloids went about that. Oh, and tabloid readers, they were complaining that surely nobody's house could be that clean. I don't know what's going on in their homes, but who could forget the tears that were shed when people got to see Meghan and Harry's office and Harry juggling. Definitely just, it broke Derangers. There were Derangers tears all over these internet streets. But yeah, Meghan's birthday is tomorrow, and yeah, let's just see. Let's see if we get to see our fave. Right, in some other news, Justin and Sophie Trudeau are divorcing, and I don't know. I wasn't surprised that the tabloids decided to drag Meghan's name into this, but it's just ridiculous. Obviously, they are, close friends of the Trudeaus, but this is a family matter, a family affair. Don't see why you're dragging Harry and Meghan into it, but of course, the tabloids are going to write their stupid headlines. There are many, which I'm not going to show on the screen. Yeah, the tabloids have been churning it out today. Obviously, Meghan met Justin Trudeau well before she was part of the royal, unroyal mafia. She worked with One Young World, which is an organization that Trudeau is affiliated with. And she also met Sophie Trudeau. These pictures are pre-royal life. I mean, you can see they're pre-royal life because they both just look so happy and having a great girls' time. And you can, when you look at pictures like this, you can really just tell that Meghan is a girl's girl, right? And of course, Sophie Trudeau did do a podcast for Archetypes. So people have been dissecting that podcast again because obviously they were talking about motherhood and being a wife. I just say it's very unfortunate for a sitting president to be going through a divorce, and people just need to respect their privacy. Some people are shocked about this. I'm personally not, only because the pandemic was a very stressful time for all world leaders, but in Canada in particular, opinions were heavily divided about the pandemic restrictions. You had truckers protesting. At one point, it got so heated that the Trudeau family had to be moved into a safe area. And political marriages are like, it's hard enough when you're married to a sitting president, and having to be a politician's wife. It is literally a role. And trying to find your own identity and trying to have some kind of family life when your husband is running the country. But then all of that stuff that was happening in Canada, and there continues to be division over it now. To be honest, I'm not surprised. That would put stress on any marriage. But I wish them the best. And yeah, hopefully Sophie Trudeau is getting the support she needs. Right. Right, I'll go for your comments first. I might actually listen back to that podcast because I thought it was a very good one. Okay. Look for your comment. Lottie, how long were they married and they have kids? I don't know how long they've been married, but I think they've got 2 or 3 kids now. Long time. Oh, Miranda, you said 18 years and 3 children. Wow. Wow. Sad for the kids, but sometimes, I say this as a child of divorced parents. I think it was a good decision. I think it was a good decision. Sometimes it's not good for the kids to be around so much unhappiness, and the parents are unhappy. Lilo, they suspended Dan Wootton on the mail. Oh, has that just been announced? Or there's actually a part, are we on part 6 or 7 of Byline Investigates? I haven't actually read through that whole article. So I don't know if it says it in that article, if they just announced it now, but I'm going to read that article very soon. Okay, next thing. Spare is still going on strong. What are we on now? Are we on week 28 of it being in the bestsellers list? And I feel like every single time something comes up regarding the Unroyal Mafia, people just flock to buy the book. Those who haven't bought it already. Because especially now, as we are, the Queen passed away, and every single month since she's passed away, something happens, something comes up, whether it's the court case or announcements about the court case or Dan Wootton, the sad little man. So I feel like little by little more people are getting it, or at least they're more curious about finding out things for themselves from the horse's mouth instead of from the tabloids. So Spare continues to do great on the charts. I even saw somebody posted a picture of Spare in a shop at the Milan airport. So doing really well internationally as well. Yes, Amy, the royal family are doing his advertising. I mean, it's ridiculous. The royal family and their Rotaract still. Angela Latrine. I haven't talked about the troll doll for a while. Shout out to Baron, gave her a great nickname, the troll doll. I mean, she was tweeting this nonsense. Anybody else think that it was the Invictus Games? Sorry, that as the Invictus Games is really Harry's, he could be allowed to go on his own to Germany in September. It's not Harry's. It's the whole military community and their families. And what he has created, everything that is his wives and children. Kind of how a marriage works, Angela. God, this woman has never known love. Did you read the article that she wrote about her mother? Go and look that up because it really just explains Angela Latrine and why she is the way she is, I think. She is clearly someone who has a very wounded inner child that she needs to heal. She needs to get therapy, and if the therapy doesn't work, 10 exorcisms, because there is seriously something wrong with you if you are this obsessed with somebody's marriage. And I'm now starting to believe that there's got to be something else about Angela Levin. Because she, like Dan Wootton, I always said with Dan Wootton, it wasn't just that he was bullying Meghan, because bullying Meghan, unfortunately, makes you a lot of money. I always said that it was something even more deeply personal with him, even more sick with him. And I feel like there's something else with Angela Latrine as well. Because how did this woman, who, oh, she's not a great writer, she's just the most basic person ever. So how did she get in this position where she's, writing biographies about Camilla day in, day out? She can stalk and harass Harry and Meghan. There's definitely someone within the fold who is backing this woman. And she appears on GB News, she appears in all the morning talk shows. What qualifies her to talk about people who she doesn't know? Front and center all the time. There's definitely something about her. And despite the fact that that video that Harry and Meghan released was what 2 minutes? 4 articles on the Daily Fail. And one of the top articles, according to this tweet, was 5,000 comments. That doesn't surprise me. That is actually pretty standard. I don't even have to check that to know that's true. That is standard for a Harry and Meghan article, especially when they've done something new. And sometimes hundreds of thousands of people viewing those articles, viewing the articles of the so-called unpopular, irrelevant royals. Don't know what to say about that. I mean, you just know that yesterday when these pictures dropped, look at Meghan, glowing. There were fashion articles about her dress being what is it now? The coffee latte trend? I don't know. I don't really follow these fashion trends too much. But to me, this was given quiet luxury. That's what it was giving to me. And Harry's matching pants too. Stunning. Right, let's get on to Dan Wootton, shall we? Now, this was in page 6, I believe. Some staffers at the Daily Fail have urged management to fire columnist Dan Wootton following revelations about his sordid double life. Confider has learned. Wootton, whose twice-weekly column hasn't appeared in the Mail Online since June 29th, he gone, stands accused of creating bogus online identities to trick and bribe men into sending him sexually compromising images. He is universally hated across the Daily Fail, and staff are hoping he is bulleted very soon. One Mail insider claimed to Confider, everyone is hoping Mail management kick him out and he never contributes to Daily Fail ever again. Really? Are they that offended this sick and twisted individual is working at the Daily Fail? Because I feel like you probably have to be a certain type of person, especially if you're working on the tabloid side, to work there. Wootton had been using privacy law firm Mission Derea to send scary-sounding legal letters to media outlets, including Confider, inquiring about the story, but Confider has learned that they are no longer representing the former top Murdoch editor. After they reached out to Wootton for comment on Monday about the status of his employment with the Daily Fail, he directed us to his attorney, Donald Blaney from Griffin Law, who promptly sent us a 3-page legal threat. A rep for the Daily Fail did not respond to a request for comment. So Dan Wootton can sit there day after day after day lying about Harry and Meghan, but journalists who want to try and report on this can't report on this. They get sent threats via legal letters. So weaponizing the law to cover for a predator. Okay, well, let's look at what part are we on now? Part 235, part 7. We're probably going to get to part 235 of Byline investigation against Dan Wootton. And still, no major news outlet has really taken this on with the grit and teeth that it deserves. Okay, let me just read some of your comments before we read this article. Elaine Obsessed does not even begin to describe what these people are. They're actually just fans. They need to just admit that they're fans. Bonnie, does Angela Latrine have a husband? I think she actually does. I think she has a husband and I think she has a son. Lottie, Angela wanted Harry. I mean, the delusion, the absolute delusion to think that Harry would be even remotely interested in you. Sister, and that deviant's karma is just beginning. Well, I hope she gets some soon. Lottie, y'all, we haven't heard from Scammy. Isn't she a friend of Wootton? I think there's something still going on with her court case against Meghan, but I haven't reported on it for a while because I'm just sick of her. Not even worth it at this point. The judge is going to throw whatever she tries to come with out anyway, so. Amy, are those background images supposed to be Willie and Katie? Oh, I didn't even think of that. Well, one of them actually does look like Kate. Actually, the other one does kind of look like Egg as well. Okay, let me pull up this article so we can get to reading. Where is it now? Okay. In the 7th part of its 3-year special investigation, Byline Times can reveal the internet data leaks that tied the TV presenter to the online aliases he has not denied being connected to. Guys, my sound is okay, right? Let me just double check that before I continue, because I just got an error message when I tried to post something. My sound is okay, right? No issues? Can I get some confirmation in the chat? Oh, what's going on? Give me a sec, folks. Okay, you can hear me. Sorry, so nobody was saying anything, so I was like, oh no. Okay, thank you. Thank you so much. Okay, let's go for that again. Okay, GB News star Dan Wootton twice used an identical password as the catfishing pseudonyms Martin Branning and Maria Joseph to subscribe to a movie sharing website, Byline Times can reveal. The presenter used the password along with the email addresses for his private web domain, danwootton.com, and also his official News of the World account. They were leaked and published on a publicly available data breach directory in October of 2018. alongside Wootton's 2 email addresses, revealed a dump of login details for over 700,000 users of the defunct film indexing service mydvd.overhere.com, where the email addresses Byline Times reveal Branning and Joseph had used to trick and bribe scores of men into sharing compromising echelon material over at least a 10-year period. All 4 of the accounts used the same unusual 8-character password. To protect Wootton's privacy, this newspaper is not publishing the password, which his new representatives today appear to confirm was indeed used by the journalist. Further analysis of the database, which are openly available online, shows Wootton only used the same password for his LinkedIn and MySpace profiles alongside music and fitness app sites between October 2016 and October 2018. Byline Times commissioned analysis of the data by eminent PhD specialists in mathematical prediction modeling. Y'all, this is how deep Byline are going. This is journalism. This is journalism right here. The expert said the chances of Wootton's password randomly duplicating those of Branning and Joseph were 0. He explained, assuming that the user can choose any 8-letter password using the 26 lowercase, 26 uppercase, and 0 to 9, then approximately 136 trillion passwords can be formed. If each of the 700,000 accounts is expected to have a unique password, then the probability that 3 are the same would be very low, basically 0. In a special 3-year investigation into the personal and professional conduct of 40-year-old Wootton, the newspaper has uncovered extensive evidence that he targeted journalistic colleagues, friends, members of the public, and used elaborate ruses to obtain private information. Bylines has revealed how Wootton, whose Mail Online column has been paused, so he hasn't officially been let go. Right now, it's just that he's been paused. He hasn't been writing for it. Has been paused while an independent investigation has conducted by DMG Media following this newspaper's reports that he rented the Facebook accounts of adult stars so he could catfish unsuspecting victims. So it just goes on to say that he has denied allegations, blah, blah. So it goes on to say, Byline Times engaged a cybersecurity professional to examine the 2 anonymous webmail addresses, which this newspaper has independently established were set up between May 2007, 3 months after Wootton first began working for Murdoch. June 2008 in the case of Branning, and February 2009 in the case of Joseph. By running the 2 addresses through a specialist anti-cybercrime software, we discovered that both had been revealed in a leak. And then the security expert said that the password was very specific. So then I reverse searched the system for breaches that contained that password. Within that search, there were several particular of interest. At least 5 further webmail addresses containing the name Wootton or a close variant showed up in the reverse search with the identical password. However, okay, let me just go on a little bit more. I'm trying to get the meats of the article because it repeats some things. Okay, so it also talks about how the fake profile that Dan Wootton started, they found that the geolocation was in New Zealand, which of course is Wootton's native country. So it just proves that you can't really be anonymous on the internet. There are always ways to find out who you are and track you in some way. All right, so if you want to read that in a little bit more detail, because it goes on quite a bit, and I just wanted to get the meats of the article, I will put the link in the chat box. But fantastic investigating from Byline. And this is the type of work that journalists with a capital J should be doing. Lightside, how do you send the money? So you can actually go to their website, and I think it's on the sidebar. You can subscribe to them, or you can just send them a one-off donation. Let me just see if I can get that page up now. The byline investigate. They are fundraising specifically for this investigation. I think they were originally, how much did they want to raise it? Well, whatever they wanted to raise originally, they have far surpassed it. Let me just try and find that actually. 'Cause I gave them £5. Every little helps. Give me a sec while I find that. Okay. Support our investigations into Murdoch and the Sun. Okay, that's something else. They haven't made it very easy to find. Okay, that's byline. Byline. Sorry, folks. It's Byline Times. That's why. Subscriptions. By the way, folks, it's pretty much the end of the podcast. So please remember to hit that thumbs up button and subscribe on your way out. Let me just find this link for those of you that want to donate. Okay, so this is if you want a subscription. But let me see if I can find the link to the actual fundraiser page for the Dan Wootton case. They actually haven't made it very easy to find. But I invite Dan Wootton fundraiser. Let's see. Oh yeah, Media 2. Okay, here we go. So they have raised so far over 50,000, and a lot of that I know comes from squaddies. So there you go. Bylines, #Media2, if you would like to support them. All right, let's have a look. Cookies and cream, you said, it's a shame the British press isn't reporting on Wootton. The byline articles need to be sent to every unbiased, credible international media outlet so it can be reported on. Well, every single unbiased, credible international media outlet must know about this by now, because it's been trending ever since it kicked off. And so I feel like they're just being threatened with legal talk. But, you know, Byline's investigations are thorough, and they've managed to get this far reporting on the likes of Murdoch on Rothermere. So I think these lawyers know a lot of it is just empty threats. Can't stop the truth from getting out. And the absolute audacity when Dan Whatnot sits there night after night just lying. Thank you so much, Joyce Davis, for the super sticker. Very much appreciated. Thank you so much, Lightside, for super sticker. And Cat Harlem, member for 15 months. Thank you. And thank you for your consistent contributions to the chat. Thank you so much for being here. All right, folks, we're going to call it a day. It has been very, very hot in Istanbul today. It cooled down because it rained, and the heat is back with a vengeance. I'm heading straight to bed because it's been a hot day. All right, folks, see you tomorrow for Meghan's birthday. Let's see if we get anything from Meghan. Meghan, please come out the house, please. Ciao.
Nah, don't try it. You can't feed me lies, won't buy it. Question everything, tell them nah, don't try it. Yeah, but you're moving like some sidekick. But you're moving like some waste man. Trying to impress me, won't like it. Be yourself, man, please don't try it. Really, why do they always? Nah, don't try it. You can't feed me lies, lies, won't buy it. Question everything, told them nah, don't try it. Yeah, but you're moving like some sidekick, but you're moving like some waste man. Trying to impress me, won't like it. Be yourself, man, please don't try it. Really, why do they always? Yeah, you know I'm back like black tracksuit with a black top cap. People love to try, people love to lie, people forget, stop, remember that. We done them good, you remember that. We needed someone, here's the facts. But people love to try, people love to lie. Yeah, this is London, mind the gap. Living life just multitasking, smile like a horror movie, I'm laughing. Motivated and focused, crafting. Dash something in a break, all your eggs in a basket. Can't handle it, why you asking? Can't handle it, why you asking? Can't handle it, why you asking? Please don't try it. Nah, don't try it. You can't feed me lies, won't buy it. Question everything, told them nah, don't try it. Yeah, but you're moving like some sidekick, but you're moving like some waste man. Trying to impress me, won't like it. Be yourself, man, please don't try it. Really, why do they always? Nah, don't try it. You can't feed me lies, won't buy it. Question everything, told them nah, don't try it. Yeah, but you're moving like some sidekick, but you're moving like some waste man. Trying to impress me, won't like it. Be yourself, man, please don't try it. Really, why do they always? Yeah, you know I'm right. Vibes are here when I am outside. Born for the flows to keep the flows tight. Tell me why they love to lie. Soul is dark but the mind is bright. Nocturnal, we live for the night. You wanna try but yeah, not quite. Monster with the bars, yeah, I might bite. If I have to, I tighten up the mic. See me, I don't do it for the likes. Keep it Air Max, yeah, like my nights. Ooh, I like to plan before I strike. But what do they know? Frequency's high, it never gets low. But yeah, what do they know? You're dripping in drama from head to toe. Nah, don't try it. You can't feed me lies, won't buy it. Question everything, told them nah, don't try it. Yeah, but you're moving like some sidekick, but you're moving like some waste man. Trying to impress me, won't like it. Be yourself, man, please don't try it. Really, why do they always? Nah, don't try it. You can't feed me lies, won't buy it. Question everything, told them nah, don't try it. Yeah, but you're moving like some sidekick, but you're moving like some waste man. Trying to impress me, won't like it. Be yourself, man, please don't try